There is a secret that truly successful people live by. It is not a quote on a wall. It is not a lucky break or a magic morning routine. It is a quiet life lesson they practice when nobody is watching. Most people ignore it. One man ignored it too, until the night his whole life fell apart. This is the story of Daniel, a regular guy who thought success was about talent and big chances. He was wrong, and the truth he discovered is the same truth that can change your life, starting tonight. So stay with this story until the end, because once you understand this secret, you will never look at your small daily choices the same way again. Daniel was 27, living in a small rented apartment, working at a marketing job he did not care about. Every morning, he told himself the same thing. One day, I will start my own design business. One day, I will be successful. But his one day always turned into maybe tomorrow. After work, he came home tired, opened his laptop, and instead of working on his dreams, he scrolled through social media. He watched videos of people his age traveling, buying houses, building companies. He felt smaller with every swipe. His room showed the truth he tried to hide. Clothes on the chair, dishes in the sink, sticky notes on the wall with goals he had already broken. Wake up at 6. Go to the gym. Work on designs for 2 hours. Most of them were crossed out or ignored. On the outside, Daniel looked fine. He showed up to work, laughed with coworkers, shared memes. On the inside, he carried a quiet shame. He knew he was lying to himself over and over. He thought successful people had some secret advantage. More money, better connections, more talent. He never imagined the real secret was hiding in the smallest, quietest part of his day. One Monday morning, Daniel's manager called the whole team into a meeting. The company was losing money. There would be layoffs in a month. The decision would be based on performance. On the walk home that day, Daniel's heart pounded. For the first time in a long time, fear cut through his laziness. He thought, this is my wake-up call. I will show them what I can do. He was given a big project, a chance to prove his value with a new campaign. If he did well, he might keep his job. If he failed, he knew what would happen. The first night, he opened his laptop with real intention. He wrote a plan. He felt a spark of hope. But then a message popped up from a friend about a new game. Just 1 hour, he told himself. That 1 hour became 3. By the time he stopped, his eyes were tired and his plan was untouched. He went to bed late and told himself he would do better tomorrow. Tomorrow never came. Night after night, he chose comfort over commitment. A show, a game, another scroll through other people's lives. By the time the deadline arrived, his work was rushed and shallow. A week later, he was called into a small glass office. His manager's face was soft but firm. The company had to let him go. Daniel walked out of that office carrying a cardboard box. Inside it were small pieces of his time at that job. On the outside, he looked calm. On the inside, he felt something break. That night, he went to a small bakery to sit and think. There, he ran into Mia, an old school friend. She now owned the bakery. She told him how she spent years waking up before sunrise to bake, even when nobody came. She talked about days with no customers, no praise, no proof that it would ever work. But she kept one promise: show up every day and do the work. As Daniel listened, he realized something painful. It was not that he never got a chance. It was that every day, he had chances in the form of small choices, and he had ignored them. That night, back in his apartment, Daniel stood in front of his bathroom mirror. He looked into his own tired eyes for a long time. For the first time, he did not blame his boss. He did not blame the economy. He asked himself a harder question. If I cannot trust myself with a small promise, how can life trust me with a big opportunity? He remembered all the times he said he would start tomorrow. All the times he chose the easy path when nobody was watching. He saw a clear pattern. His private choices had quietly built his public result. In that quiet room, he made a different kind of promise. Not a big, dramatic plan. A simple one. Wake up at 6. Make the bed. Spend 1 hour on design work. Every day, no matter how I feel. One promise he would not break. The first morning was hard. His body wanted to stay in bed. His mind offered excuses. But he got up, made his bed, sat at his desk, and opened his design software. His work was not perfect. It felt slow and boring. No one clapped. No one cared. But something small shifted inside him. At the end of that hour, he felt a tiny bit of pride. For once, He had done what he said he would do. Days turned into weeks. The hour of work stayed. He updated his portfolio. He posted his designs online. He sent one pitch email every day to potential clients. Most days, nothing happened. No replies. No excitement. Just him, alone with his small promise. Then, one afternoon, an email came. A small company liked his style and wanted to try a project. It was not a huge deal, but it was real. As he read that email, he understood the secret. The opportunity did not arrive out of nowhere. It met him on the road he had finally started to walk. Months passed. Daniel did not become a millionaire overnight. But project by project, his skills grew, his client list grew, and something even more important grew too. His respect for himself. His apartment looked different now. Not because he bought new things, but because he cared for what he had. The bed was made. The desk was clear. The sticky notes on the wall were fewer, but this time, they were being lived out. One evening, as he finished another hour of design work, he paused and looked around. He remembered the old version of himself, always waiting for motivation, always chasing a big moment. Now he understood. Successful people are not just those who get big chances. They are the ones who treat small choices like they matter, especially when nobody is watching. The secret life lesson successful people never ignore is simple. Who you become in private is who you bring into every room in public. They protect their character before they chase their dreams. They keep promises to themselves, even when it is boring, even when it is hard, even when there is no reward yet. You may feel, like Daniel once did, that you are behind, that you missed your chance. But your real chances are still showing up every day in the form of small decisions. Do you hit snooze or get up? Do you scroll or study? Do you delay or take one honest step? The story of your life is being written in those quiet choices. So now, bring this story back to you. Maybe you are sitting with your phone in your hand, just like Daniel did. Maybe you feel stuck or behind or disappointed with yourself. Remember this. Your life does not change only when something big happens from the outside. It changes when something small becomes non-negotiable on the inside. You do not need to fix everything tonight. You do not need a perfect plan. You need one honest promise you will not break, even when no one sees you keep it. Maybe it is waking up on time. Maybe it is 1 hour of focused work. Maybe it is cleaning your space, or going for a walk, or reading instead of scrolling. Whatever it is, guard it. Protect it. Because that small promise is not just about a habit. It is about the kind of person you are becoming. Successful people never ignore this lesson. They know that private victory comes before public success. If this story of Daniel touched something inside you, take a moment before you move on. Ask yourself, what is one small promise I will start keeping today? Share it in the comments. Your words might be the reminder someone else needs. If you felt this message, like the video and share it with a friend who is struggling to stay consistent. And if you want more stories that wake up your heart and guide your choices, subscribe to Life Lesson Stories. Together, we can learn to stop ignoring the quiet lessons that build a powerful life.